Cut it. Cut it now. I'm not even gonna give it like a little. None of that. We are going right and straight into this black hole known as the Miami Heat. Prepare yourselves. Interstellar. Heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura. Heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura. Heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura. Heat cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura, Studio Mogura. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cashapp. Buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically my first novel. And then also right next to it, go ahead, scoop up Helen Heels, my second novel. Just recently came out this past Halloween. It is an action thriller, grindhouse in book form. So if that's not your thing, definitely pick it up and have it a read, because I'm sure it'll still not be your thing. Or maybe it will be. You never know. You never know if the thing that isn't your thing is really your thing and you're just scared of it. So try it out. Helen Heels. Available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback form. Mature audiences only, by the way, on both of those books. So be careful. Check out my comic shop, octotaco.com. There's some stuff up there. I'm getting to it. Check out my check out my TeePublic with my original t-shirt designs, including the official Heat Cultura t-shirt. And then also check out my El Topo playlist on YouTube. I think that's the YouTube one, I'm pretty sure. But also you can find me on Spotify, El Topo Miami, El Topo. And check out my music from dating all the way back to 1999 up until last year with my latest release, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth. I'm sorry there was a long wait time. Not only was I trying to get prepared, but I was having some difficulties with YouTube. Like, it just wouldn't, like, kind of go. It was, like, there, and then all of a sudden everything froze, and then it died, and I had to restart everything. And then it just, like, kind of wouldn't refresh. And I was like, oh, my God, that's so annoying. But we're here now. We're here now to talk about two games because I missed the last show. And I'm not going to lie to you, I totally forgot. I totally forgot about the game. Because the Detroit Pistons are a team that, you know, we're not really... I mean, that's a win for us. So the wins for the Miami Heat are literally games you don't have to watch. Okay? Wins for the Miami Heat, those are games that you don't have to watch. Those are the games against, like, the worst bottom barrel of the team. Of all the teams. At the Detroit Pistons, while they have, I believe, 3 losses, which is something else we're going to get into, they're still not considered, like, really good, right? Like, until the Detroit Pistons go, like, you know, 30-3 or something, then we're not going to be like, oh, okay, well, but until then, no, they're crap, right? They're a crap team. What is a crap team? Because bringing it up early this time. Normally we don't bring out the analytics and the numbers and the details and stuff out so early, but we're bringing them out early. Bringing it out early because this is ridiculous, and it's got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped. Hold on, I'm going to NBA. I just want to see the standings for everybody, so I have it right in front of my face so I can rip the Miami Heat even more. Hope your Halloween was like that. I mean, this is like really frustrating shit, bro. Okay? Do you know how fucking utterly frustrating shit is right now? Do you want to know? I can't believe this. Can't believe it. You know? And this is like rewarding bad behavior, dude. You know? This is totally rewarding bad behavior. And this is not what I want to be doing. I don't want to reward bad behavior. We don't want that. We don't want that. But unfortunately, and unfortunately and fortunately for this Heat team, like, this is a bad team, right? I mean, if we're it's early in the season and we're all still kind of latched on to what we were last season. Okay, that's a for sure deal. At least I am. I'm still judging everything by how teams ended last season, because I really feel there was, of course, I've spoken before. There's turnover in the NBA, and guys have changed teams and stuff like that. But it's not this kind of like run that we're going through with the NBA right now is not. People are not really. They're like, the last 2 years have been okay. Everybody's pretty much the same. The cores of the team. You know who you're going up against. And it's just like, I see these games, these 6 games that we've done, and I personally am just not satisfied with this team. Like, this team to me is a crap fucking team. Like, we're the bottom barrel of the fucking goddamn league. Like, I personally feel we are the bottom barrel of the fucking league. Like, we're not a good team. And then I come and I look at the Eastern Conference fucking standings after tonight. I'm sorry I cursed. But it deserves a curse when you see this shit. Because it's like, how the fuck is this happening? They have us at number 3 in the Eastern Conference with a 3-3 record. Which to me is like a complete facade. Like, that shit's a lie. I don't believe that the Miami Heat are the number 3. And they have us above the Knicks, who also have a 3-3 record. And the Knicks have beaten us. So I don't understand why the Knicks aren't the number 3 team in the league, the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference instead of the Heat. You know, we're 2-1 in our own division. Sure, that's great, but our division's kind of crap, so I don't know what to tell you there. But it's just really frustrating, man, because the Brooklyn Nets are 4-4, which is really weird. How have they played 2 more games than us? You know, I look at that and I'm like, the Brooklyn Nets are probably better than the Heat. Knicks are probably better than the Heat. Chicago Bulls are basically where the Heat is going to stand. But Orlando Magic's at 7 again. And the Pacers are now at number, they're the 10th. They're 2-4. You know? And I just realized right now, you know, like, maybe it's the weed that I just smoked and the fact that I haven't eaten anything all day and I got like the food ready and I was about to come and I was about to like, I was like, fuck, I want to do the Cultura, but I also want to fucking eat something because I haven't eaten anything all day and I realized, oh shit, I'm fading. But I got to do a 2 shows worth of Cultura on an empty stomach with nothing but coffee in me and weed. And I was like, okay, whatever, fuck it, let's do it. And I come here and it's like, fuck, look where we're at. I can't believe we're number 3 and we have had the shittiest, I feel like we were the shittiest team. And I just realized now, oh wow, my page, the page where I see the Eastern Conference, it was only up to 12. And I thought it was like, for a second there, like I thought that's all the teams that were in the Eastern Conference. And I was like, wait a minute, where's Milwaukee? And that's when I realized, oh wait, shit, this fucking cookie policy shit that's like here has been covering up the fucking rest of the fucking league, and I didn't even notice it. And when I look, the 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks are literally the worst 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. that cannot be like real. That can't be real. That can't be like legit. That's gotta be some. That's gotta be like a fluke. That's gotta be something, right? That's gotta be something. That can't be real. I can't look at that and think that that's like, oh fuck, that's legit. Okay, so I'm going back right now to look at who the Bucks have played, and they opened the season with the 76ers. So look at the last two teams in the East, Bucks and 76ers. So they opened up against each other. Okay, fine. But then they lost to the Bulls. And then they lost to the Nets. Oh, and they lost to the Celtics. Okay, but the Nets lost? What? And they just lost to the Grizzlies. And now they lost by 1 point to the Cavs. Twice in a row. Is that a back-to-back? No, 2 nights. Okay. Back-to-back losses to the Cavs. Cavs are just proving right now that they're better than the Bucks. I don't know what to say about that. And so I go to the 76ers. And I don't think the 76ers have been playing this guy, Embiid. They're down right now 2 to the Suns. They lost to the Grizzlies. They lost to the Pistons when we beat the Pistons. That's crazy. They won against the Pacers. They lost to the Raptors. And they lost to the Bucks. So I don't know what to think about the Heat's current position at number 3. I just don't like those wins, man. And then we just lose to Sacramento, bro. If we would have beat Sacramento tonight, we would legit be the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference. Legit. We'd be 4-3 or 4-2 or 4-3, whatever. Excuse me, 4-3. And like, no, excuse me, 4-2. Yeah, right, 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 because I always thought that. And we would be number 3, and it would make sense because we would have beaten Sacramento, which is a pretty decent team. But we blow that game at the end, and it's like we didn't blow that game at the end. By the way, and I know I should be talking about the Pistons game, but I got into this whole thing, and it all ties together. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. But this team, I can't trust it. I can't trust its position because they shouldn't. This third quarter thing that they have going on, where they just absolutely fall apart in the third quarter, is, oh my God. I don't want to get into it right away, bro. You know, but I'm gonna get into it right away because it's fresh. That third quarter went to shit because of Josh Richardson. Like, no doubt. And I don't like calling out players. Like, I call out Duncan Robinson, you know, like, I don't want to like be like, oh, but look, Duncan Robinson is not like a new guy here. He's a really long project that's been here. And look how Duncan Robinson came out of this game, hit 3 threes, and you don't see him again for the rest of the goddamn game. Duncan Robinson came out tonight firing, hitting fucking shots. Okay? And nothing. It's like, where did Duncan Robinson go in the second half? And you know where he went? He went to Josh Richardson. That's where he went. Because Spo went to Josh Richardson. And it's absolutely insane to me that you would even fucking have this guy in the game, bro. Like, Duncan Robinson came in there and was a +5. He was 3 for 5. 3 fucking threes made. Josh Richardson had 21 fucking minutes in that game. No field goals made. 0 points. -8. Like, I don't give me his 2 steals and 3 blocks and 1 assist and 2 rebounds. Like, don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that. I don't want that. Anybody else on this team could have gotten 2 steals, 3 blocks, and you know. Everything, his entire stat line could have been done by anybody else. You know? Play Drew Smith instead of playing fucking Josh Richardson. Drew Smith is better than Josh Richardson. Look at the third quarter. I'm telling you, man, look at that tape, because that tape is going to embarrass Josh Richardson. That third quarter is going to embarrass him if they go back and they look at the tape. But they're not going to go back and look at it, because I don't even think they do that in NBA, that they don't go back and look at the tape. Because, dude, it was embarrassing. You started focusing on Josh Richardson, just watching him, and he was missing the ball. He was doing this. He was doing that. He was getting beat by everybody, and it was like every time he fucked up, he forced someone else on the team to have to cover for him, and then it would fuck some other shit up. He was like a domino effect, man, and it was just crazy to me that, you know, he left him, like Spo left him in there basically the entire third quarter, pretty much all of the fourth quarter. A lot of the fourth quarter, until like Jimmy starts killing it, and you got to get him out, and you finally got him out of there. And then, you know, when you finally got him out of there, like, then we started winning the game. And it's just really frustrating, like this loyalty shit that Spo has with players, man. And it's like, I thank you very much for it, man, but at the same time, like, I'd rather you be more of a tyrant than be like, oh, I'm gonna be like loyal to Josh Richardson because, you know, of what all the shit that he's been through. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Because why else would you have Josh Richardson in this game? Josh Richardson would not be in this game in any other fucking team. Any other fucking team in the goddamn league, Josh Richardson is not in the game. At all. Why the hell is he in this game? Why the hell is he in this game? Why the hell is he in this game, like, taking shots in time that I'd rather give up to Duncan Robinson, who was killing it when he had 9 points, man. It was like Duncan Robinson came out and he hit his first shot. When Duncan Robinson hits his first shot, for Christ's sake, you keep playing him, man. Why would you put... don't give me the defense, because Duncan Robinson and Josh Richardson are the same. Those two players are the same fucking player. The only difference is that Duncan Robinson can get really high and he makes a better three. Josh Richardson, when he makes a three, it's like a miracle. You're not expecting Josh Richardson to be an offensive force or anything from him. He's not even somebody that you expect to, like, have good defense. They just say, oh yeah, he's in there because of good defense, but I don't expect it from him. I mean, this made no sense, man, to have Josh Richardson in there at that long a time. Your starter is Nikola Jovic, and he only had 12 minutes of playtime. 12 minutes. He was -9. Josh Richardson -8. Why are we doing this? Like, and you waited too long to bring back Hero into this game. Hero gets in and he has to go and make up for everybody else. And it becomes Hero and Butler, and then I'm not gonna blame Bam for this game. Bam had a good game, you know, but Sabonis had a better game. He got blocked out. Bam got blocked out at the end. And he was watching. He got to watch the game end. And then, like, at the end, you have the rookie be the one to throw in the ball. I mean, why isn't Bam throwing in the ball? Or why isn't Hero throwing in the ball, or somebody else just throwing in the ball to Bam near the basket, like an alley-oop. Like, why aren't we doing that? Instead, no, you throw it to Rozier to make a half-court shot. This team lacks discipline. This team lacks intensity. This team lacks, like, the fierceness that you need to just put people away. Like, this team is like a pushover. This team will come back on you, and Jimmy will get upset, or somebody will get hot, and have a chance to win this game. But this team will always give you a shot, to so for someone else to win the game. This team will always leave the door open. And we're probably one of the better defensive teams in the league, because, I look at that Eastern Conference, and then going back to that is just like, well, it's obvious that the East is really bad this year. The entire East is bad, and we're gonna really, really, it's gonna be rough. Okay, I'm letting you know right now, because we're gonna go Suns, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Pistons, Pacers again on the road. This incredible road trip. So going back to actually the remember how we were talking about the 7-game chunks? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if this were a 7-game series, we lost against the Magic, so we're down 0-1. We win against the Hornets, so we're tied up 1-1. We win against the Pistons, so it's 2-1. We lose to the Knicks, so it's 2-2. We win against the Wizards, so it's 3-2. We lose to the Kings, so now it's 3-3. So in this 7-game series, this 7 bunch of games, that is from the Magic to the Suns. Magic, Hornets, Pistons, Knicks, Wizards, Kings, and Suns. Okay? This 7 games, this is what playing a 7-game series is like. Okay? And of course, at like I don't want to say at the highest level, but definitely this is what you could compare it to. So right now we're tied 3-3. So if we go into the Suns and we win at the Suns, this entire 7-game block, we won it. And that's a plus. That's a good plus. But we got to beat a team that someone else would consider good. The Suns are a team that someone else considers good, as are the Kings, as are the Knicks. And we don't do good. We haven't beat anybody. Like this team needs a quality win, and let me tell you, I don't think they're gonna beat the Suns. I don't think they're gonna beat the Suns. We had to win this Kings game, and this was a really important win just to survive the onslaught that is coming with this road trip, man. Like, we're not gonna get a win looking at this kind of road trip until the Pistons? Are you serious? Are you serious that we're not going to get a win until the Pistons? This team has got the goods. It's got the talent, but something's, off in Miami, man. And I did not like how Spo left, Josh Richardson in the game and, just didn't give a fuck. And was like, what's going on? What is happening? Why is this happening? And you see Josh Richardson letting a ball go out of bounds. Josh Richardson fucking missing a thing. And oh my God, and he gets scored on, and he gets scored on, and he gets scored on, and he gets scored on. And it's like, gee, why are we losing this? What is going on? That's like what Spo's saying. And it's like Josh Richardson's getting stabbed in the middle of the court. And like people are like, stomping on him. Josh Richardson. It's like, and Spo's like, gee, I wonder what is going on. How come we've lost the lead? Oh dear. Let me put Josh Richardson back in the game. And Josh Richardson, they literally just threw him inside like that machine that like, I don't know, like separates like the corn from like the cob or something. He's like all just putty and paste at this point, like Walking Dead style. And it's like, yeah, Josh Richardson, you could do it. It is just weird, man. That's all. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. Absolutely bonkers. that he was even left in the game. Okay, and there we go. And that's pretty much it for this game. That's all you can go to because we played a really good game. This was a good game between the Kings. I like the games against the Kings. Kings played really tough. There's always something going on. So it's an exciting game. You know, it doesn't surprise me we went down. It just surprises me in the manner that we went down and the fact that we didn't have to go down. If you would have just taken Josh Richardson out of the game and done some substitutions a lot earlier, like it would have been all right. But I don't understand what the hell, and Spo does that so much, dude. And that's why I go back to the loyalty thing. And it's like, were you trying to get him minutes so that, like, you know, he gets a bonus or something? I don't know, dude. Just maybe, can you do some other time? And then it sucks, man, because then the team is rewarded with this shit via their record and the East being apparently terrible. And I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't believe that. I don't trust that shit. I don't believe that the East is that bad. I don't believe that those teams are... Something's going on. Something has to be going on because, I mean, are people injured? Is that what it is? People got injured, they lost guys or something? I don't know. I know Embiid's not playing, so okay, I understand that. But over in Milwaukee, what's going on over there? And the Cavs being undefeated? Let me tell you, man, 8 games up like that, you ain't catching them. It's done. The only people that are going to catch them are it's basically going to be between the Cavs and Celtics. That's it. Good night. Enjoy your NBA season. It's over. Am I right? Am I wrong? Or is this Heat team going to have a win at some point? And I don't mean a win against the Pistons and the Warriors. I want to win against one of these 3 Western teams. I want to win either against the Suns, against the Nuggets, or against the goddamn Timberwolves. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want. Why can't I have that? You know, these guys were there tonight. I mean, you've got the Suns. The Suns are 5-1, bro. The Suns are 5-1, and they're the number 3 team in the West, and they're 5-1. 5-1, and they're the number 3 team in the West. Jesus Christ. I mean, they beat the Clippers. They lost their only losses to the Lakers. They beat the Mavericks. And then they played the Lakers again and then beat them. And then they beat the Clippers twice. And the Trailblazers. And right now they're still leading the 76ers by 2. It's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be a really tough game, dude. That game is gonna be fucking so hard, bro. Jesus Christ. Josh Richardson is gonna destroy that game, dude. If they play Josh Richardson, forget it, bro. Okay. And you know what? I just noticed all you idiots talking about trading for Giannis, bro. Can you, like, this isn't 4 years ago, dude. That's done. We don't need him. We don't need a player like him because for us to get Giannis, we have to give up Bam or Butler, and then that just weakens us. Because then guess what? We become Milwaukee, and then they become the Heat. And we're better than them. We don't need anything like that. We just need our guys to wake the fuck up. And like, you look at our team, and this was the first time that I saw Butler just going out there. First time I saw Robinson going out there. These guys just have not woken up. We don't need third in. I know I just said, like, oh my God, I don't believe them being there. Don't trust that. I get that. But to me, that's not a like we're missing firepower. We have firepower. We have defensive powers. We can win in this league. We are just not playing hard enough. We're just really, I mean, like all these losses have been us relaxing and coming out bad in the third quarter, dude. And we don't need Giannis. And you don't want him because he's gonna come here and he's just gonna do the same everything that makes the Milwaukee Bucks crap. He's gonna do that. Whatever it is. Oh yeah, he comes in and then he fails. And I know we fail too. I know it, but I also know that Bam plays Giannis better than Giannis plays Bam. Sorry, I'll take Bam in that competition. So we don't need Giannis unless you're gonna bring Giannis here and it doesn't cost us anything and he gets to play with Bam. Then that's what we're talking. But that's never going to happen, dude, because he comes over here and then Bam becomes his backup like an idiot. And it's like, we don't need that. Don't need that. So can you stop with the whole trade rumors just because we're 6 games into the season? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that idea of trading for Giannis. Get out of here with the idea of trading for DeRozan, who just came here and kicked our ass. Get out of here for trading for Damian Lillard. Get out of here for trading for whoever the hell you want to trade to get into this team because you think you're going to make another big three. It is done. We don't need it. We already have our set core. We have a great set core. We just have a coach who, for some reason, for as good as he is and all the praise and accolades that he has, he makes stupid ass decisions. Why are you playing Josh Richardson in a game like this? Josh Richardson does not need to be playing in a game like this. He needs to play the Pistons game. He needs to play against the crappier teams, not against Sacramento. Against Sacramento, I would have rather seen Drew Smith. Drew Smith is better than Josh Richardson in my eyes right now. And Josh Richardson's only getting play time because of his contract and his relationship with the Heat before. And I'm really done with that. I don't need Josh Richardson to become another Udonis Haslem that we just can't get rid of him. We don't want to give him because he's a nice guy and all this stuff. And we like him. Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. And I understand. We go way back. But you know what? No, I'm done with the whole week going way back, bro. I want to win, man. I want to win in this league. And right now, even being third in the league, we ain't going to win against, Boston and anybody. Like that's a mirage, man. We're gonna lose a bunch of games and we're gonna fall. The way that you've seen how this team has not had a quality win since last year before the All-Star break when they beat Milwaukee. That was the last big win that this team has had. I do not trust them. Now, if it turns out that at the end of the season, we beat all the crappy teams, lose to all of it, but we still end up number 3 because guess what? The rest of the East is that terrible. Oh, and so be it. So what? But you know what? We're still going to lose to Boston when we meet Boston. We're still going to probably lose to the Cavs if we meet the Cavs. We're still going to probably lose to the Knicks if we meet the Knicks. Like, come on. Give me the confidence in knowing that, number 3, I don't matter. I know we could turn it on. Right now, I do not have confidence that this team can turn it on. I don't. This was a bad loss, man. I want to say that because every loss is a bad loss, but this one was like, man, we should have had this game. Like we were down, and then we come back and take it, and it's just no. But I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna do the montage of Josh Richardson just absolutely just crapping the hell out of this game. Because it's just wild. It was wild to see Josh Richardson absolutely crap this game. It's one person. And I usually get pissed off at Duncan Robinson, man. And I'm going to give him his praise. Duncan Robinson came out to play tonight. And I'm so glad of that. And that's why I'm so pissed off because he came out to play. It was obvious he came out to play. But you don't play him. Like, I don't need to talk about Hero. Hero did his work, man. I don't give a fuck if Hero was 96, man. Put 27 points. He was the only one working out there. Hero is the only one who came out this season, out of the gates, ready to work. Everybody else is kind of like half-assing it. Yeah, Bam, I understand you had the Olympics and shit, and that was a lot of work, man, but come on. Jimmy spent a lot of time in the offseason making appearances, hanging out with like athletes and all that stuff, and being like, oh, look at me. And that's fine, man, because I like seeing Jimmy's face all over the place, man. But hey, Don't be putting your face all over the place and then not showing up on the court, man. Come on. Yeah, you had 27 points, but you know what you needed? You needed 30. You needed 30 to win this game, Jimmy, not 27. You know, you needed that last shot, and you guys came in there, and that was just like one of the another terrible last possession by the Heat, which I don't. It just sucks, man. It sucks that you guys just can't get that last possession going, bro. And that happens so much with this team, and this core actually. And that's why it's like, look, man, last shot, you got to give it to Hero, bro. Let Hero take the last shot. Jimmy, if you're not going to take the shot, if you're not going to just be killer with it and just drive it to the basket, bro, then, well, what the hell, man? Just give it to Hero and let Hero just take a three. You know, and I hate saying that because I want to have trust in Jimmy, because Jimmy has those moments that he has Jimmy moments where it's like he takes over and like he makes everything, and it's just crazy. But I don't know, man. Seeing the 76ers and Milwaukee at the bottom of the league is just shocking to me in a way that I can't believe that the same way that I don't want to believe that the Heat are the third best team in the East right now. There's no proof of that. I know the Knicks are better than them. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn's better than them. Like, I got, you know, and I know you can't prove that without a 7-game series or whatever. But I want to see this team have a quality win, man. Like that, we got to win one of these West teams. If we go in there and go on a 3-game losing streak, that'll be so disheartening, and that'll be like, okay, well, there goes this season, you know, that we're done. You know, we'll still watch and stuff like that because why not, whatever. But, you know, you're never going to really have it's never going to be, all the wins that you get are going to be like these fake wins, you know, these faux wins. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe that we need to trade anybody. If anything, we just need to like not play Duncan Robinson or play Duncan Robinson when he makes his first shot, which is the clear sign that he's on it. Duncan Robinson misses his first shot, usually he has a shitty game. Duncan Robinson makes his first shot, usually has a really good game. Like, if we're not going to use Duncan Robinson in the way that we're supposed to use him, which is, like, we got to force the issue with that guy and make sure that he scores as close to 20 points as possible. It's just as important that Duncan Robinson scores 15 or 20 as it is important for, like, Hero to score 20, Bam to score 20, and Jimmy to score 20. It's just as important, man. Because, like, when he scores a lot, like, Jimmy doesn't have to put up 30. Neither does Hero. But, man, we have been saying Josh Richardson has been bad for a while. It's not something... That's not something new. I mean, we got rid of him in the beginning for a reason, dude. Like, there's just... Come on. Stop with the nostalgia. That never existed. You know, because the only person that I feel like really likes Josh Richardson besides Gordon Dragic and and his friends and stuff is like, Spo. But, like, in the game, no one wants to see Josh Richardson in there. I don't think Jimmy wants to see Josh Richardson in there at all, man. And I'm sure Jimmy was pissed. They're going to look back at that tape and you're going to see it. You're going to see just how bad Josh Richardson was. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure that entire comeback that Sacramento had was literally... Every shot that got scored either was on Josh Richardson or was the fault of Josh Richardson because something happened that ultimately led to the score. I know I sound like a broken record. I know I sound like I'm hounding like Josh Richardson, but I swear to God, man, like that's what I saw. So please, someone, check the tape. I'm telling you, check the tape. And we can't keep doing that. You can't keep writing these guys. Like, you don't have to. I mean, it's just like Spo still trying to figure out this team, man. And we are fucking 6 years in with this goddamn team. There's no reason Spo needs to be, like, tinkering around and playing Spo scientist, man. Like, you don't have to leave Josh Richardson in there to hope, he's going to come around. No. These guys don't come around. Jimmy shows you from the beginning if he's hitting it. Tyler Hero shows you in the beginning. Bam, the same way. They all show you in the beginning. These are not teams that like, oh, they missed the first couple shots. No, that usually doesn't happen. Usually they come out hot and they stay hot the whole game. And then they fade because somebody comes in there and fucks it all up for everybody because Josh Richardson fucks up, misses a thing, and then somebody has got to make up for him. And I hate sounding like this, man, because, you know, I want to enjoy these games. And I enjoyed tonight. Tonight was a great game. It was really fun. But it's tough to enjoy it when, like, you know you could have had this game. And this is a game that they needed to really kind of, like, they could have used it to separate themselves. But instead, they're going to now just get an ass whipping and end up 3-7 probably. About when it's all over. When they're not, and it's not even gonna be over. It's literally like they're heading into, you know, a hellscape. This is like fucking shit, bro. I don't know, man. Like I just don't. I don't know. I don't know, but whatever it is that we know. Okay, no, I do know. Whatever the hell it is that they're doing at halftime, stop it. Okay? How about that? How about whatever the hell these guys are doing at halftime, how about you just stop? How about you just don't go into the locker room at halftime and everybody just stays on the court? Because you go into every time you guys go into halftime, salen afuera jodiendo la bicicleta. Everybody comes out like crap. So how about like we stop that? Because it's whatever they're doing, it's a routine thing, man. Because this is something that goes back even to last season where they had these bad third quarters. Okay, whatever. Can we stop that, please? Like for the love of God and everything holy. Jesus, come, you know, resurrect and save us. Because gosh, like, what is going on at halftime? That's all I got. That's all I can look to and point to because, you know, I still think we have plenty of talent. We have enough talent on this team. We can compete with the best in this league. We can. Totally. I know we can, but it's just a matter of like wanting to, and it doesn't feel like this team wants to. It always feels like there's something to like and it's like, "Oh my god, look at how we faced all these shitty ass teams. Like if we would have beat, we could easily be like, you know, we came out against the Magic and dropped an egg there, like because people just thought, oh yeah, we would beat them, and they kicked our asses. You know, the loss to the Knicks is another game that's like we were in it, and then we came out and we were like, yeah, whatever. And the same thing with this Kings game. There's another game we could have won. Like this Heat team could be easily undefeated. This Heat team could be easily undefeated if it had just put like a little bit more effort into it. And that's what's flipping frustrating. That is what's so annoying. Nobody respects the Knicks. Come on. Nobody respects the Magic. Come on. And nobody respects the Kings, man. Come on. Even with the Kings being a pretty decent team, they got a good team. They got good guys. Sabonis is good, and Fox is good. That's a good team, man. And DeRozan now makes that team, you know, really good, pretty good, you know. But they're the same. That's a mirror. We're staring in a mirror when we look into the Sacramento Kings. That's us. That's us out west. I just don't want us to get wrecked because we're gonna get wrecked. Even with the Denver Nuggets 3-3 and the Minnesota Timberwolves are 3-3, bro. I'm going against 5-1 Phoenix Suns. Ay, coño, eso va a ser difícil, bro. That's not gonna be easy. And then hitting the Pacers 2-4. Come on. I don't know what to tell you about this team, man. I'll say this about the Mexico game. The next time that the Heat are in Mexico, like I swear to God, they better not be the visiting team, because that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. The Heat are undefeated in Mexico, yet every time they gone, they're never the home team. And like, why wouldn't you make the Heat the home team with their Hispanic and Latin connections? Like, come on. You saw that game, and I saw it on the replay late, and everyone was cheering for the Heat, dude. I'm going crazy for Waquez, man, and it was like the Heat missed him tonight. I don't know what happened. He probably stayed back in Mexico chilling with family or something. I don't know. Who knows? But they missed him tonight, and that's what happens when guys don't come out. Oh, we got to play Josh Richardson more. No, Josh Richardson should have not gone any minutes. Like, they didn't even bring back Burke. They didn't bring back. I mean, they put Highsmith in there, but he put Highsmith in there too late, and he put Highsmith in there with Josh Richardson. So like, that does nothing. It did nothing. I don't want to hear guys are tired. I don't want to hear guys are hurt. I don't know. They're not. Nobody's tired and hurt in this team. Everyone's good. You know, we're starting off really good, and I don't know. I just feel like, man, when you go 1-4, 1-6, that's a really hard hole to crawl out of, man. But I just think we're all gonna start getting beat by the West, and you know, they'll somehow crawl back, and we're gonna fall down. I mean, right now, the way that this team is playing, you can pretty much book a 3-game losing streak. I'm being real with you. It's not a matter that I don't like this team or that I'm a hater and that I'm a downer and all this stuff. No, man, I'm realistic about this team. You have to be realistic about this team. You can't be like, oh, this team is like, you know, the best team in the world, and it's like, no, man, this team is exactly what their record is. It's 3-3, and the only 3 wins are against, like, you know, the bottom barrel, Wizards, Hornets, and some other guy, and the Pistons. Like, come on, that's not something to be. Oh yeah, and I know winning in the NBA is hard. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's really, really weird. Yeah, I again apologize for the previous show that I didn't come through. I just slipped my mind, and I was actually, it was weird because I was like waiting for the Heat game, but I kind of forgot about it, and I forgot what it was that got me distracted or something. I don't know. I think it was a game or something. But we'll get back on track. We will miss the next couple games, especially this road trip. I just, man, damn, bro, I just can't let this fucking go, because we should have had this game, and I'm like looking at this, us being in third, and it's just like, what you need to do at the beginning of the season, man, is like create the space between you and the team above, the team below you, dude, you know, and try and catch up. And I know usually you go in and you're like thinking, well, we won't catch up to the Celtics. They're going to always be ahead and winning. And it's like, yeah, they're always ahead and winning. But then you just look at those 3 games that we dropped, man. It's like, oh, snap. We could have literally been 6-0 right now. This team could have been 6-0. Easy. This team should have been 6-0. This team should be 6-0 right now, not 3-3. And I know, I'm sure other teams are all saying the same thing, but I really feel that way, because like our losses are against the teams that we should have beat. I don't fear the Knicks, man. Again, mirror match. Should have had this Sacramento one, and we should have never lost to Orlando, bro. It's just disappointing, man. And right now it's super interchangeable, bro. We can go from 3 to, 8 in a heartbeat. And so these next games are super important. Super, super important, man, because I'm just praying that we can win one. Right? Can we win one game? Can we win one game out of the next three? Can we win this next? If we can win this next Phoenix game, that will be like the equivalent of winning a game 7 away. You know, playing at an Eastern Conference opponent in a game 7 and playing away, playing on their home. That's what the equivalent of beating the Phoenix Suns at their home will be. Because remember, go back to how we're bunching the season up in 7 games. So this first after these first batch of 7 games, we are 3-3. We need to end this first batch of 7 games 4-3, so we can say, hey, if this was a series, a 7-game series, we came out on top. We came out of this 7-game series 4-3. We really need that. We really need this game. So hopefully they come out motivated and pissed off, you know. But it's gonna be tough, man, because it's not like Phoenix got those 5 wins against crap, because they didn't. They beat, a couple good teams in there. They beat crap too, but they also beat a couple good teams. They beat enough. They beat teams that I don't think we would beat. I don't think we'll beat the Lakers. We haven't beat the Lakers at all. Every time we meet the Lakers, they kick our ass. I don't know, man. I'm just upset because I know I'm just killing Josh Richardson, man, and I'm sorry, Josh Richardson, for killing you, but tonight was like, was bad. It was bad, man, and you know it. You know it was, bro. You know it was bad. I'm sure you know it. And I'm sure you're going to try and come out next game to make up for it and all this kind of shit, and heaven help you if you try to do too much and then totally mess it up. Even worse, make it worse. And that's what I don't want, because I don't think we need to do that. I don't think Josh Richardson needs to come out there next game and try and make up for all his mistakes and make up for all his misses and make up for this and make up for that. I don't really want that. I want to see someone else just, do that. Someone else do that and know that someone else that did that also won't, mess it up the next game. And I know we're all human, and people, not everybody can play perfect every game, and not everybody can play at high. Everybody messes up. I get it. That's fine. But man, really good teams, they thrive on consistency, man. And I'd rather have a team that's consistently winning than losing, okay? Or consistently not coming through when they need to. This team should be more, man. This team should be a lot. This team should be undefeated, plain and simple. That's it. That's what we're going to leave it at tonight. Is that our realization is that, you know what? This 3-3 team, we should be 6-0. And the fact that we're not 6-0 should really make you upset. It should bother you so much. And it should be something like that. Pat Riley should be making a move this week. And he should be making a move with y'all. I know Pat Riley has to be smart, but Pat Riley's smart, man. He saw this game tonight and was like, Josh Richardson, we gotta get rid of him, because he was terrible. And maybe it was that just Spo didn't see it because he was on the court level. But man, it can't be like this, man. We gotta. I know this team has other weapons and other players that are good enough to play. If you would have plugged them in tonight, we would have won this game. Even with that ridiculous 4-point play turning into a 7-point play or some shit. And it's just that, even with that, because even that play wasn't enough for them to win the game. They were still down 1, and we just came out and we just didn't answer. We don't answer. It's really rare for us to see us answer a team. Usually the other team is the one making the shots, and then we're trying to come back. If we don't have a big lead that we just sustain, which is the best way how we win is we we rack up a big lead when whoever's making threes, and then we just try and play defense until the time runs out. And usually it's like, oh, there's 1 point left, and it's just like skin of your teeth kind of crap. And I'm just tired of that, man. Like, I think we're better than that. I feel it, man. So I just don't know what's holding this team back, man. But we're gonna see it. We're gonna see this team be put through the ringer, man. So hold on. If we lose this game at Phoenix, you already know that we lost this series thing that we did, for the game 1. We lost more games in a 7-game stretch than we won. Okay? If they lose the next 2 games too, man, wow, it's gonna be rough, dude. You know this is a bad team, man. If they lose the next round, I mean, that's why it's like, bro, if they can win 1 game, dude, that would be good. If they win 2 games, that would be really good too. If they can win all 3, that would be amazing. But I just don't have any faith in that. I don't think this team is gonna go on a 3-game road winning streak. If it does, it'll be shocking, and we'll all be like, wow, we're shocked. But all signs point to this team, racking up a 3-team road loss, garbage trail of blood and guts. Where zombies are like crawling after you and stuff. Like that's where we're headed with this team. Like, and I don't think we deserve that because I feel we're so much better than that. So much better than that. We have talent on this team. Forget the trades. Forget the stuff. If you're not going to trade somebody that you're going to bring in here that we're not going to lose anybody, we don't want to trade. We don't want to trade. We want people just either to come here or us to sign them free agency or something. No one's going to trade for. You want to trade for Giannis? Well, then here, take Josh Richardson and take Duncan Robinson, and we'll give you Giannis. We'll give Sacramento Teddy Rozier and Duncan Robinson for Fox. How about that? And let me tell you, big ups to Terry Rozier. Had a big 3-pointer again in the 4th. Huge. That guy's money in the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter, when the Heat need a big 3, Terry Rozier has been there every game. He had it again tonight. Which is why it really pisses me off that Josh Richardson took such a shit in the 3rd quarter. They just let the other team back in. We had to go through all that. It was just so silly. So silly. Such a silly thing. And I don't know. I don't think it's something that is gonna get fixed because honestly, man, like if you've been watching this team the last 3 years, like that's their MO, like the 3rd quarter and letting teams back in the game and just playing down to their competition. And I feel like, well, I mean, I don't feel it. I mean, you look at it. This is a weird ass like NBA season so far. It's not the normal NBA season that you would expect. So we're just gonna have to wait and let it all play out and see where they end up at the end of this road trip. And because there's too much Jekyll and Hyde shit, and they should have had this game, man. Unbelievable. So next game is Wednesday, 9 p.m. So it's gonna be a late Heat Cultura, man. Now we're gonna start the stretch of the late Heat Cultura games. Luckily, it's the next 3. It's only the next 2 games, thankfully. Because Minnesota game's at 7, but Nuggets and Suns, that's a 9 p.m. game. So that means at 7:30. I mean, we'll probably still be on here like at midnight or something. So it'll be fine. We'll be okay. But yeah, this team's got to get better, man. This team needs a quality win in the next 3 wins. In the next 3 games, we need a quality win. If we come out of here 0-3, that'll be bad. And I know I sound like a broken record, and I'm sorry. It's just, that's the truth. There isn't much like detail to go into this game and to go into this team. There isn't really much to analyze. I mean, you know what went wrong. You know who it was at fault, and you You had this game and you blew it, plain and simple. What we got to do is make up for it with a win in Phoenix. And I think Phoenix is the most important win because it's coming off of a loss and it's tied to this 7-game stretch. It's really important that we win this bunch of 7 games. As many 7-game kind of like batches that we can win. If we can win more than we lose, we'll end up being a good team, even with the kind of like whatever record. Because then we'll just pull the same shit that we did a couple years ago in the playoffs, and then we just play to the 7-game series, man. And I know this team has talent. This team is not a bad team. If we can just kind of get these people going again, like, man, with the way everyone else is apparently playing, like, we should be really rocking it. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Something weird is going on because it's not just us. I look at us and I'm like, we're a terrible team. And I can't even imagine how Milwaukee and the 76ers feel. Like, how they feel like... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And right now, 76ers up 104-103 on the Suns. That's a big deal. It's a big deal because if they lose that game, Suns lose that game, they're gonna be out for blood. It's gonna be tough. Make it harder on us. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, folks. Till then, you know what to do. Don't freak out. Just freak out.